Hello and welcome back to Serious About Salvage and another video on the channel. Today's video we're going to try to make a bit of progress on this red Fiesta ST180 that we managed to get running in the last video. I've got a few bits for it, so really what we're going to do is we're going to get this front end off, make sure there's nothing else wrong, and then I've got a front panel, I've got a rad pack, I've got an airbox, I've got a rear light, and I've also got that little plastic fitting that was snapped off the, inlet manifold. I'll show you that briefly, just to remind you exactly what I mean. But I'm hoping at the end of this video we'll have the car full of coolant, running, idling perfect, fully up to temp, so we know that there's no other problems, and then it's going to be a really simple, easy fix from there. It's turned out, I think it's going to be a really good car, really easy one. I'm excited about it, so I'll spin round and we'll just go through it all. So there you go. If you haven't already watched the first video of this car, we bought it as a non-runner from Salvage, as usual, and it started up, but it does idle very high and it's very erratic. And that's because this plastic fitting should be connected to the inlet manifold. So it's sucking in excessive air and backfiring basically, and misfiring and an erratic idle, and that's all it is. I mean, we've tried it with my finger over, it idles perfect, which proves that there's no other leaks on the inlet manifold. So that should solve that. Now I've got, this is it is brake vacuum. This is the brake vacuum line. This one is slightly different because I think it's off a later model, but the fitting on the end is exactly the same. And just behind, let's pull this sleeve back. Just there, they slide into the plastic pipe. So I'm hoping if I warm that up, I can separate it, and then just literally do the same on this one. Warm it up, get this old piece out, put the new connection back in, connect it on. Should be as good as it was before. That should sort our running issue. We should have a good running engine then. And then as long as we don't find any other issues once we've stripped off the rest of this bumper and crash bar, which I'm not expecting to because this crash bar's not been touched. It's absolutely perfect. So we've not got any leg damage. Everything was high level. So yeah, if that all comes off and it's all fine, we've got ourselves a complete rad pack there, and we've got ourselves another airbox because ours was smashed to bits. And as I just mentioned, I have got a rear light, so we can replace that light because this one's got the crack in it and it's full of water. And then all it is a pair of headlights, a bumper and a bonnet. I had a little bit of a look for these bumpers, sorry. Like I said, they are available, but the money they're asking for them. One like 400, was one 450, and then they wanted £300 postage. I think, to be fair, they just don't want to post it, that's why they put 300 quid. And another one asking £795 for a red front bumper. There is one in Cardiff for £230 with a few scuffs right under. Do you like that one? Not that, but like that, right under, where you could easily be touched up and it would look fine. It's £230, but it's Cardiff, and that's a hell of a long way from me. So I'm tempted to go over between Christmas and New Year, which will be the time when you're watching this video. Because he won't post it, and it's a great price. And then headlights are easy to get, and like I said in a previous video, the bonnets, they are on other Fiestas other than STs in race red, so I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Right, anyway, shall we crack on? So first of all, let's get this front end stripped off and make sure we've got no other issues. So bumper off, crash bar off. Only take 10-15 minutes. Done plenty of them, know exactly where all the fixings are. You're going to have 3 fixings along here, one of which is ripped out anyway. Same on the other side. You'll have 1, 2, 3 into the splash guard. Again, same on the other side. You would have had 2 on the top, but the top doesn't exist. And the bottom just clipped in, but it's already loose. That'll get your bumper off. And then it's just 4 bolts either side for the crash bar, because our front panel's already gone, radiator has already gone. And that'll do us. So yeah, it'll be really easy, really quick. So let's get stripped off. Right, the whole front panel's off now. I can't see anything else really. There's definitely nothing on these legs on either side, and there's no pipes broken. Like I said before, even this one with the plastic bracket there, even that's solid, and they always break with any impact. Oh, plastic pipes popped off. So it's all good, really. So what I want to do now is try and heat this up, get this old fitting out, and see if we can get the new one back on and connect it up. Then we can try it and make sure that it idles all right. And the rest of it will be straightforward, then just putting this front panel back on. And yeah, see where we get to. I've got a visitor today. There he is. He's working on his car.
Alright.
He didn't want to be on camera. So, tough now.
Not a big deal, are you, mate?
He is a bit of a big deal as well. He's a minor celebrity. Anyway, right, I want to get the heat gun now. Well, I've got it here. I want to warm up this fitting. Hopefully it's going to come out, because I don't want to, well, I don't want to break the new one, that's for sure. That will be a disaster. Fingers crossed this all goes okay. Let's give it a go. Right, well, the heat gun trick didn't work. So what I've done, I've made up the piece with a bit of fuel line and some clamps. So it's only a vac line. As long as it seals, which it's really tight, should be perfectly fine. I could get the pipe off the old fittings. I couldn't get the fittings into the new pipe. That was the problem. I mean, here's the pipe. Getting them off is easy, you just slit them. But obviously I can't slit the new pipe. They just won't go together. So anyway, I want to try now, see if this idles okay. It should idle perfectly fine. So we've got the booster on. There's no reason. That'll be fine. Worst case, the bonnet might shut. I put battery in this fob as well, so we'll see if it's still. Right, okay, the fob issue is sorted. And it's idling perfect. That sounds really good, actually. Sounds fine. It's not got an erratic idle anymore. Yeah, excellent. Right, okay, that's really good. Let's pop this bonnet boot open again, so I'm going to change this light now. Well, not right now, but at some point. And the battery is completely goosed, I think. As soon as you turn it off, there's no juice in the battery at all, so it's just not taking any charge. Really good. Happy with that. So we've now got to refit the front new panel, obviously plumb it all up, wire it all up, get some coolant in it, and then we can run it properly then and get it up to temperature and make sure it's okay. But I mean, it's looking absolutely fine to me. It sounds fine. So that's a success really. Yeah, it's completely dead again. There's just nothing in that battery at all. So I'll need a battery. I could try charging it, but generally when they're that dead, they just they don't work. They just don't take any charge anymore. So that's good. That's one problem solved. Right, what I will do, I think, is we'll go straight on with this front panel. Get this front panel back on and do the light at the end. So again, it's the same as all the other ones I've already done. Literally the whole thing in one piece, just bolt straight onto the chassis legs. All your rad pack and front panels in there. And it's just it's a case of plumbing it all back up. Intercooler, radiator, connects all the fan housing up. Yeah, simple as that. They're not hard at all. So shall we get on with that? And I've got the bottom little trims back on. Box should be pretty simple. So let's crack on with that. Right, there we go. Front panel completely on with the rad pack all plumbed in. All our electrics are on. I've got the fan connected up. A bit of rubber. Airbox is in. Maps connected. I need to find this little fit in here. Don't know where that is right now. Got it full of coolant. These have, I'm sure I've said it before, a nice little bleed valve right at the top of the radiator up here. So you'll take that cap off, fill it, once it comes part it's pouring out, put the cap back on, and it does the majority of the bleeding for you. I mean, it'll probably need a little bit of a top up once it's run and cooled down, but it gets it pretty much full. Aircon lines are on. We've checked the oil numerous times, well I have. It's got oil. So now we need to run it for a bit really. Let it warm up and make sure that no other problems develop. Whilst it's running as well, I think what I will do is change this rear lens over. Get that done. And then we're going to be out of parts. So let's get this booster on again. I'll tell you what, this boost pack, front half, put some work out. It's great, I actually really like it, it's a good one. Right, let's start it up. There we go. Battery light. Wonder why that's on. Have I not connected something up? Something vibrating somewhere. Well, I'll have to find that at some point, it's annoying me. What is that? What is it? I don't know, I'll have to have a look around for that, see if I can find what's vibrating. But the engine sounds good and it's idling great now. Not sure why battery sign's on. That generally means it's not charging the battery. But the alternator's obviously working, otherwise it wouldn't still be running. Because this isn't, you know what I mean? That's not doing anything now. It's running off its own power. So the alternator's working. Some nut missing there, that's missing. What's that vibration? I don't know, I'll have to have a look under it. So I'll leave it running for a bit now, let it warm up, and like I said, I'll change that rear light over. They're very simple. I think it's literally just that fixing, and then it's on two like pins. So you pull it off, there'll be one plug on the back, and then reverse to put it back together. So I'll do that off camera. If there's anything different, I will show you. But I think that's all there is to that. But no, engine management light's gone now. Just that battery side. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I'll see if I can figure it out. And I'll come back to you in a little bit when it's been running for a while. Right, so it's been running now for, what, 10-15 minutes. I've topped up the coolant. The vibration's gone. I don't know what that was. I've done the rear light. Now there was an extra fixing. I'll show you the old one. Right in the middle. And you have to pull the carpet back to get to it. It's not difficult. That's done. It's blowing hot air through the vents. fully up to temp. All the dash lights have now gone, even the battery lights, so it is charging. I don't think that battery's going to survive though, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, we are done. Coolant's on the max. Sounds really good actually. Revs up fine. It's all good. It's all good. I'm not aware of any leaks. Floor's wet through from taking the old one off, so time will tell on that one. But yeah, so far so good, really. So now I need to decide on bumper. Like I said, bonnet and headlights, not really an issue, it's the bumper. I might have to do that trip to Cardiff over the break. Or take the plunge and buy an expensive one. I don't know. We'll see. But so far so good. It's working out alright, this one. It's a good one. So I think that's going to be it for this video. Yeah, well, we've got nothing else to do, have we? So take me a bit of time to get the rest of the pieces and we'll come back and do another video, get it all finished off. It's MOT till July, so I'm not too sure yet whether I'll get an MOT done for it or not. It's only December. It's got 6 months, over 6 months, even in January, and it's finished. We'll see on that one, see what it's like on the road. Anyway, yeah, thank you as always for watching, massively appreciated. Big thumbs up if you like the video. Hope you're enjoying your holiday break, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.